we have seen the Packers flop on the opening season stage before. Last year in particular, when they flopped against New Orleans in that road game in Jacksonville, a home game for New Orleans because the weather and hurricane mandated it. And a couple of years before that, when Rodgers had that famous RELAX, spelling out relax, for those in the Green Bay fan base that needed counseling to chill out, as Daniel Jeremiah said in hour number 2 when he called into our program from the NFL Network, that Rodgers is, this is his wheelhouse, pointing out overreactions and things of that nature. The problem is now, is who's going to be there for him? Because without Davante Adams, and I'm sure it didn't help, even though the Raiders lost, watching Adams go off for the Raiders in the loss to the Chargers. Not just going off, but the inside the 5-yard line stuff, right? That he and Rodgers used to do all the time, just with a little look to each other. A little head nod, little eye contact, and then I'm just going to run this route right to the pylon, make a move, and you'll just throw it at the pylon. I'll grab it, and I'll just walk in the end zone. He did it for Derek Carr yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Sure did.
Okay?
Many times.
And then Carr one time had Adams wide open because he beclowned whoever was covering him at the time.
He turned him inside out.
Oh, my God, like Barry Sanders, like a Barry Sanders highlight, right? So without him, and Alan Lazard didn't play because he was hurt, and Tanyan's coming back from a knee injury. Who's he got? Well, he's got his rookies. And even after the Vikings marched down and Justin Jefferson started doing his thing for Kirk Cousins, Michael Irvin's MVP, they had a chance to retort, and they did. Christian Watson, the second-round selection out of North Dakota State, wide open. Rodgers hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. So all eyes on Rodgers after the game because the Fox cameras caught him being somewhat demonstrative in and he wasn't looking for that famed tee of his. He was looking for someone who can catch the ball, or based on the way he was gesticulating, being in the spots that he's looking for them to be in. Can't blame him for being frustrated because, as you know, the window closes a little more tight every single snap of the football for Rodgers now. Here was Aaron Rodgers after the game.
I mean, he knew this was going to be growing pains. This is the real football. You know, it counts. It's different. There's nerves. I thought Christian ran a great route to start the game. You know, we talked about it during the week. Do you really want to start off with a bomb shot? I said, yeah, what the hell? Why not? You know, this kid can really fly. Let's give him a chance. Look, we got to have patience with those guys. They're young. You know, they haven't been in the fire. Now that patience will be thinner as the season goes on, but the expectation will be high. So we'll keep them accountable, but it's going to happen. It's going to be drops. Hate to see it on the first play, but it's a part of it. It's going to be drops throughout the season.
Hey, man, he's not mincing any words. That's the truth. What else is he supposed to say? He's not going to rip him a new one in front of the media, but that's the truth. There's going to be drops. You got to understand it. I guess he's counseling patience instead of relax. Can't be relaxed because I don't know who's, Davante Adams is not walking through that door. But they do have some really talented kids who just need to be in the right spots and start catching the ball. That's a big season opening loss to the Vikings. That's going to be something that's going to be sitting out there. They play the Vikings again. Let me see. Oh, boy, week 17. So maybe by then, hopefully they'll catch the football a little bit better. Look, there's no other take other than the same way I've been talking about Trey Lance. The 49ers think, fans think, well, Jimmy G's going to get in there because there's downs to go along with some of the ups. I mean, Lance made one throw that went over the defender, went over like a linebacker and right in the hands of one of his receivers making an out route. It was beautiful. I mean, it's in there, but there are going to be downs, and folks are like, well, that's when Jimmy G's going to get in. And I say, no, you got to go with the ups and downs. So the downs get ironed out and it's only ups for you. And that's the way things go with most young quarterbacks. There's no Jimmy G there for Rodgers on the receiving core. There's no like old hand that you could just turn to.
Oh, Randall Cobb is there.
Is he your number one? I think Lazard is that guy if he's hurt. I mean, that really hurt them. So I will, again, just counsel marathon, not a sprint. Green Bay's next games. Oh, my goodness. I mean, they got one home, as you know, Sunday night against Chicago. They're at Tampa. Battle of 12s. Last Rodgers, Brady of the regular season in their remarkable career. Maybe they'll play each other again. Home for New England, home for the Giants, home for the Jets.
But that
relax. The Giants is in London.
But that's 3-3, maybe.
Nah, I don't know about that. They can rip off a few.
I think if that Giants team that shows up is going to beat the Packers
in London
from yesterday.
In London,
Giants look good.
All right. Do day balls have to go through customs or what?
Great question, Rich. Only if there's a large metal on them.
Do you have to pay the VAT on those if you remove them from the country?
There's a separate.
What's the exchange rate on day balls? How about the post, man? Day balls of steel. Talking about coach's gutsy 2-point call and Saquon's monster day sparked Giants and Shocker. Well, then you got the Yankees beating the Rays again, top left, top right. Mets lead back up to 1.5 over the Braves. Amazing space. That's a good one on top right. And then bottom of the gangrene lost in purple. He says a footnote. Footnote.
Rich, England went back to the pound. Like they separated from the union. So.
Oh, that's right.
The dollar's worth a little bit more over there.
Are you giving the Rich Eisen Show listeners a little bit and viewers on the Roku Channel a little bit of a Brexit lesson? Is that what it is?
I'm just explaining what's
we
going on.
We have international fans
in case
too.
They're not caught up.